was the fruits of that preparation.
Washington State's offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quick throw caught on the left side. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. First and 10 play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. Washington State has moved into the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time.
Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run or pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43. They still cannot stop this receiver. We're here in the first quarter. He's already got 100-plus receiving yards.
This guy is big time and living up to the hype. I mean, you and I both knew coming in that they had to be able to slow him down. Who expected this guy to have over 100 yards receiving in the first quarter?
Offense showing a bunch formation now. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Short pass finds the tight end. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. And Kirk, Washington State has the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. No huddle here for the offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch.
The Washington State offense back out on the field now. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And it's a bunch formation. Takes the handoff again. He shreds the tackle.
Just the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First down and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Williams. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And second down and goal now for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense is...
Here comes the Wazoo offense back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They stop them after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes a quick catch. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
A quick throw out left, complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Washington State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quick completion to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Washington State now operating in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play. The ball hits the ground for an incompletion. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Washington State's offense back on the field now. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
Receiver makes the catch. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this.
Touchdown, Washington State. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington State. And the route is on. Look, they had a month to get ready for this pitch-and-catch combo for the playoff game. They've had no answers so far.
A playoff game, national championship on the line. You know the old saying we used to always hear. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and he certainly is doing that today.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
Second down coming up.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's going for a big play downfield. Catch made inside the 10. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Touchdown, Washington State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out.
The Washington State offense back out on the field now. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap. He turns it around. He flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks like Washington State will have the 1st down.
Well, they roll the dice and go for it here on 4th down. Late in the game with the lead, and they get it. Good job by the offensive line. The running back knew exactly where to go, and this one may be out of reach.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run. Really.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington State. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Toss play to the outside. And he's brought down there to wrap up this game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Ducks will kick this away to start us off. Bringing it out, it's Lucas. Refusing to be brought down. To be tackled at the 21. By the coverage team. Offense operating from the pistol. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's second down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Running with purpose.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Now it's second down here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down after that previous play. To throw, it's Uiagalelei. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. And the Knowles will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And the wideout goes in motion. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. All spotted at the 48. The Knowles will try to keep this drive moving. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, when was the last time you saw an offense eat up the entire first quarter? Talk about moving the ball methodically down the field, and then eventually you're able to punch it in for a touchdown. This defense is going over to the sidelines just looking for answers.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands seem able to make the crucial recovery.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
Gets a chance to start with a short field. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Offense moving into a bunch formation. Tailback with another carry. And that run produces a decent gain. And the Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield. It's Holden. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Hard running there. Breaking tackles. Touchdown, Oregon. Wills his way to the end zone.
Man, this running back would not go down. You could just tell by the way he was running, he was not going to go down easy. The defense just unable to wrap him up as he goes into the end zone for the score.
Automatic on the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner decides to field it. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Nice grab. It's Douglas. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Tackled at the 35. Good enough for a first down. Fourth down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. Looking downfield. It's Uiagalelei. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. And the Seminoles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Seminoles come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Pre-snap motion from the offense. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. This will likely be the last play of the half. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And the Knowles will kick this away to get the second half going. They'll return it from inside the 5. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And the Ducks will crank up the tempo. Same tailback, another carry. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Trying the run, it's Whittington. Couldn't quite get in, tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. The Ducks looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Here's the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Dropping back, it's Uiagalelei. Catch made on the left side. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
Black 24. Black 24. 691. Gators unlocked.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick grab. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The Knowles hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Touchdown, Florida State. And they will claim the second half lead. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And that attempt just bounces out of bounds, and that'll be, of course, a penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. On the run, it's James.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. And there's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down. And here's the handoff. Running with purpose. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter?
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida State 21, Oregon 14.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Holden. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Stewart. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He breaks free. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. An onside kick does not work. It bounces out of bounds, and that, of course, will be a penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. To the air. It's Gabriel. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First down. Looking to throw the football. The pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fighting him off. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Seminoles. Still no answer for this offense. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Florida State.
The offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt.
Gorilla. Terrier. Down. Tuna. Go. Pilot. Travel.
To the air. It's Uiagalelei. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's stopped short. The two-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Wideouts now clustered. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Runs through the defender. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
First and goal.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Oregon. This offense cannot be stopped.
Number 20.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And he drops back in the gun. And he converts the two-point try, so now it's a 12-point game.
Is successful and makes the score. Florida State 34, Oregon 22.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
36 sets the kickoff.
Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Here we go. Longer, longer.
Looking to throw. It's Uiagalelei. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the defense stops the clock for the timeout. 29 seconds left. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Easy.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. And the Seminoles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He pulls it in for a big gain. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Pressure is coming. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Third down play for this offense. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Offense gets set up here. It's third down.
Here we go. Griffin. Ready.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown, Knowles.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're...
Hello there and welcome to Autzen Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This might be, per capita, the loudest place in college football. Very tough environment for any visitor. Colliding here today, 2 top 25 teams having tremendous seasons set to battle it out against one another. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Ducks will kick this away to get us going. Bringing it out, it's Henderson. And they stop him short of the 25.
Down at the
Begins at the 22. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. And is picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Touchdown, Ducks. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Back to throw. It's Milroe. The pocket breaking down. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion, probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double cover.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Receivers are bunched together. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. The offense going with the hurry up. And now the running back's got it again. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. The Ducks will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looks like the running back, but he's got work to do. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. So second down after the incompletion. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. They go with a direct snap. Inside the 35 now. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
He's escaping the pocket now. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Eludes the rush. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up on the play and taken down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon 7, Alabama.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back to pass. It's Milroe. He's moving out of the pocket. There's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds...
And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Across midfield. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Oregon. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the Alabama offense will take over. First and 10.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So second and 10 after the previous play. Snags the quick throw. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And third and short, they hand the ball off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Makes the grab on the right side for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Play action here on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Offense in hurry-up mode. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Now here comes the bunch formation. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27. Offense right from the line, playing the tempo now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Holden. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Next, the hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made after the completion. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough nowhere to go? The ball knocked loose. The defense has picked up the football going the other way.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw, it's Milrow. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, tied. This quarterback on fire today.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The key on the 3rd down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. A chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's intercepted. The defense sniffed out the screen pass. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Back to pass. It's Milroe. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
2nd and goal for the offense. Direct snap to the back. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
There's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Third down, out of the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. And that'll pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. It always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 2nd down play coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Takes the handoff again. Fighting off the defender. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
What a huge 3rd down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Caught behind the line. It's Dickey. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to get to the end zone, they'll run it left. Touchdown, Ducks! And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game with this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play. Good coverage that time. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a 1st down. Good job with this defense to keep that clock moving.
They'll give it to the back. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. No huddle here for the offense. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Pass caught down at the 20. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. Touchdown, Bama. Strong game by this quarterback.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And FPAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call it conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in regulation? Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back. It's Gabriel. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. The Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught quickly.
Wow, how about that, Chris? Nothing open downfield. He gets underneath to his running back, picks up some positive yards, but it's got to remember, they got to go quick.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. The short completion of the tight end. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock.
Boy, the quarterback's best friend is a big target on third down. Nice job of finding the tight end and that big target, and he picks up the first down.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. So a field goal attempt coming up now. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And here we go. It comes down to this. A field goal attempt in the final seconds to win it. No problem. Knocks it right through. And they jump back in front. Well, you love to see a game come down to the final possession. Who's going to...